Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's Holy Saint Night. Now, we won't be doing any specific play. We're just gonna talk about Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 40k. Because, where is the custom battle? Oh, there it is. Alright. We're gonna go to, what's that? Okay, that's a unique one. Oh, these are, okay. All these are the demon princes of I guess not the unique ones, or that you fight in 1, 2, 3, 4 in the realms, and this is someone around the map. Okay, anyway, of course you don't customize him here, sadly. Okay, if I select him, yeah, how okay, so it's this from character on, so there it is. Okay, and we can put them back. Alright, anyway, so we will be talking about Total War Warhammer 40k. Now here's the thing, the Warhammer 40k in particular, specifically this game, is hugely fit for Total War, because in this Total War, the classic Total War Warhammer, the fantasy one, the melee, most units are melee, so battles take a lot of time to begin fighting. The units, I mean, they take a lot of time to begin fighting. You have to move around. Units get it's how it is the game. Okay, it's not about any complaint. It is just they can be delayed by terrain, stuck. If they get in circle, they can disengage. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Now, about the 40k Warhammer in Total War, that would be ideal. The reason is you're gonna have the entire army fighting all the time, action from moment one. Unless I go, for example, Wood Elves, which they don't necessarily go full range, but I play them like that with Glade Guard, and it's action from starting the fight. From the start of the battle. Now in 40k, I mean, I get to engage my opponent from the start of the battle, much until he approaches me. Now in 40k there are some melee units, of course, but all units have strong ranged attacks, in 40k in particular. Now for this reason, in the Total War Warhammer 40k, you're gonna have huge actions. The battles will start, after the deployment phase, they will start most likely fighting. Artillery, hitting the regular tactical troops with bolters and las pistols, or shooters, or venom sacks. Anyway, all these ranged troops, they will just firing from start. It's not gonna be, of course, like Empire Total War, which was boring. It was not the best Total War. It doesn't have to be a medieval type of Total War to be good. Total War Warhammer 40k would be epic due to I guess you're gonna be able to place an fortifications in that game. Obviously, you're gonna place a small building where you can garrison and fire. Like a trench, and you will shoot from one the direction you have the unit firing, or a pillbox where you would fight. It would just shoot on all angles, 360. Its unit will be that would be there, or you can just select it to fight a specific target, which means the unit, all the units in the pillbox, in the you know what a pillbox is, guys, will start firing on that target. So that would be bunker, as a pillbox back in Red Alert. And Command and Red Alert 3 had pillboxes. I think it was the Allies. So yeah, the Allies, they also have the camouflage pillbox, which you couldn't see easily. So you understand what I'm talking about. The tanks would be just engaging. Of course, the battlefields, when you start a battle, let me go and start a battle. Okay, battles versus AI. Let's got an army. Okay, let me bring some troops. Okay, let me check what's the difference between this. What's that? Of Wyvern. Okay, that's the difference. And the regular son obviously don't have it. No, they don't have it. Yeah, they don't have it. This is about the Wyvern. The Exalted Bloodletters. Okay, got the Hellblade. These guys don't have the Hellblade. These guys have arranged attack and cloud of flies. And these guys they don't have arranged attack. Okay, the Exalted Horrors, where are they? Zin's Horrors. And where is the ranged troops, I guess? Think Horrors, what's the difference? Okay, difference is on stats. Yeah, the difference is on stats. Causes fear, these guys cause fear as well. Arcane Myth, that's the thing. Enable if out of combat. These guys don't have Arcane Myth. Yeah, that's their difference. So there is a difference. Alright. These guys got the Hellblade. Where are the greater demons? Oh, there's the Bloodthirster, but there is no greater demons. You don't say. Oh, they're a general. There is no greater demons. Instead, there are these. The greater demons. No, there is the greater unclean one. There they are. But the exalted ones are. The exalted ones, they gotta be. It's the general. Alright, let me pick some. Just to start the battle. Whatever. Let's bring a 52. Alright. Anyway, so look at this battlefield. Okay, you start the battle. This is the map. You don't get the size of the battlefield just by looking at this map. You just see it's one side on the battlefield. Because what I'm going to say is that the battlefields in Total War Warhammer 40k, when you initiate the battle, the size will be much more than this size of size. The battlefields of this size is gonna be like a StarCraft map of a 2 versus 2. That's that big it's gonna be. The reason is the ranged weaponry, so you're gonna be needing huge maps in order to be able to use the artillery, like basilisks, for example, like a StarCraft 2 versus 2 map. Remember Metalopolis or of StarCraft 2, I mean, or Antigua Shipyard or Lost Temple, that type of size. Because right here, okay, we start the battle. But there is no hotkey for flying. There should be a hotkey. We need a hotkey for flying.
The Skull Taker's decree.
I'm gonna
Harbinger of rot.
I'm gonna tell CA to make a hotkey, to issue a hotkey for flying and landing. A hotkey, not to click it. We need a hotkey, just like this. Toggle guard H mode. It didn't used to have, but they added. I can't understand how they didn't put a hotkey for flying, toggle flying, because we need in order to make our maneuvers properly, we need to have a hotkey. We can't just click on the mouse. Okay, let's start the battle. We don't care. Look, the battle started, but they are right there because the battlefield size is small. Now in Total War Warhammer 40k, the battlefield would be, like I said, obviously I'm not going to win this battle, guys. The battlefield would be on the size of a StarCraft 2 map. 2 versus 2 map. StarCraft 2 versus 2 map. That will be the... So first I got bonus versus Guardian. Look at this massive axe. Obviously. The fatty is just armor piercing, just dealing tons of damage. And the bonus versus infantry would make sense, because he can hit with the... This is like a polearm, Bloodthirster's axe. This sword is not a polearm, it's a sword, it needs a bonus versus infantry. And this guy is, because look at the difference, this fat sword though, which is small in length. But, and this sword is even smaller, that's why in size in general, that's why it doesn't need the bonus versus infantry. Anyway, okay,
Yes! Bloodthirster moving! Butcher them! Carnage unbound!
Alright. Just got to them. Okay, anyway, you got them, I said.
Dark gift unleashed!
It's funny how they made
Slay them!
very resistant physical resistance.
Seeking conquest!
I don't care to fight this battle. Consider. I don't get to fight it. So you understand the battlefield size? It's gonna be bigger. Like I said, think of it as like a Company of Heroes 2, I guess Company of Heroes 3 map size. That is gonna be the battlefield size for Total War Warhammer 40k. And for this, the Total War is so much fitting for a Warhammer 40k. I look forward to it. It's gonna be really it's gonna be, guys, another bestseller. And by bestseller, because many products get this title of bestseller. It's gonna be a bestseller type of the old type of bestseller, where you could have an exceptional product which was bought by everyone, not just some people who have a certain interest. Everyone. I mean, even people who don't play much games, they will buy Total War Warhammer 40k because when they want to play and have some fun, this is gonna be the game for them. Everyone would love it. Of course, the players would love it. The pros of Total War Warhammer especially will love it. Huge. Everyone would love it. So that's about it. This is how the map size would be, like a big, real big. I mean, even maybe bigger than StarCraft 2 versus 2 maps. Maybe bigger. I can't tell by now. And because there the battle, how you're gonna to, for example, use it's gonna be like Company of Heroes 2 or 3, I guess, type of map size, and even bigger than that when you fight the battle. And you're gonna move like because in 40k a whole planet is kinda a battlefield. It's not a battlefield. Yeah, they definitely need to address that. In 40k, a whole planet is like a battlefield. That's how the operations are in planetary scale. So you're gonna have big sized battle maps when you fight them. Well, I'm not talking about the picture, obviously. So, guys, this is and the Grimhammer, guys, about Total War Warhammer. If you want a very lore-wise campaign and a balanced and lore-wise campaign, go Grimhammer. Because they can't make everything. I mean, in the retail version, the creative assembly, they can't make everything. Whereas the mod, which you can also donate to them, the mod does that. And it's not a bad thing that the retail version doesn't have everything. It makes sense. They can't figure everything out. They got limited time to develop it. They just, they can't practically. That's why we have the communities. We are here to fix things the way the studios can. So Grimhammer, it's the I mean, I wasn't much fan of this mod, but when I saw it in detail, I said, okay, if you want to play a Total Warhammer campaign, Grimhammer is the way to go. I guess also for multiplayer battles, but we can't have. There should be a tournament for Grimhammer, and something to add. The balance won't be biased, and Grimhammer, not that it would say like this is overpowered, that is overpowered. No, it will remain as it is. We'll just have a tournament for Grimhammer for a more not huge range type of huge depth of its range and abilities, etc. Game like what you usually call more balanced. You have the retail version. So that's it. Looking forward to Total War Warhammer 40k. It's gonna be great game, very fun to play. And everyone will love it, as everyone loves Total War Warhammer. And guys, you should see Angry Joe's reviews about Total War Warhammer. He he was exactly on spot, on point, on what he was saying about it. And most of us have came to the same conclusions, like in the campaign. The only problem is, hold on, do I have a campaign active? No, I did not, deleted it. Yeah, I got, as you saw, this when I went into Zint's realm, and I got, the problem wasn't that I got lost into Zint's realm. The problem was that everyone can go into the Chaos Realms. This is the only thing that needs to be addressed in Total War Warhammer 3. Only human players can go. Now, if you go to multiplayer campaign and uh, host a campaign, we will get to pick here what campaign we want to go with. Guys, this is just fun, and password 66 is just for fun. I'm not. It's not anything. Just a troll password because to troll people, who go mad about this type of things. 666 Satan, etc. So you get to pick a campaign. Player set. Anyway, all the human players only are those who will be able to enter in the realms. The AI is not supposed to be able to enter in the realms. That's the only thing they need to fix. If they do that, I didn't mind getting lost into Zin's realm. What I uh, what everyone does mind is that everyone has this issue, doesn't like this, not just me or a group of people, everyone. They don't like the AI being able to enter the realms. That's the only thing. It's not that it's a race. Total War Warhammer 2 was a race for the Vortex, but it made sense there because that's what happens in the lore in this in Warhammer 2 with the Vortex race. And again, it's not easy for every faction because then they have to go into the Vortex, which is guarded by the High Elves. So the High Elves can do this, are favored in that race. I played High Elves campaign. So it wasn't that much of a race to me. Like if you play the Lizardmen, you have to cross through the elves to get it once you complete the rituals. What you have to do, I don't remember how the objective was called. But that's not the issue. There was not an issue because everyone was fine with that. Because that was how it was supposed to be. Here they made it again a race which wasn't supposed to be a race. That's the problem. And I hope they fix that with a patch. No AI can enter the realm because the AI here will just fight on the battle, on the map, on the mortal map. That's what's supposed to be doing. And Total War Warhammer 40k is gonna be, we're in great anticipation on it. I guess it's being developed by now, so I hope they just address the battles issue of 40k. How we select the map, the map setup, obviously the time limit, it should be 20 minutes. I mean, for Warhammer, sorry, not 40k. the maps, the size of the maps in game, it should be much larger. Like I said, like a Company of Heroes map or something. Something like that, Company of Heroes 2 or 3 map size, StarCraft 2 map size, stuff like that. Let's see. Now, people will notice these spots on the forests. These are to help the wood elves. That's why they put them, and they did well. Now I know it's a bit weird. It was addressed. You see this? It was addressed in a video of I don't remember the streamer. Very decent, very good guy, good player also. Don't remember his name though. Zerkovich, I think it's that guy, Zerkovich. Well, he said that it's like a child having at its teens, you know. Well, the thing is, there was no like. Maybe it should be more of a shape of this forest, not just spots. But well, they can't do it everything perfectly. You understand what we're talking about? Instead of having a big forest at one part of the map and the rest being empty, they just put smaller forests all over the map, which is a good thing actually to do. But it's funny. What's that vampire forest? Yeah, you see all these spots. It's funny, but that's how they should have done. They should have done. They should. Because they can't give the wood elves the option to plant forests unless they gave forest aura to certain of their units, which is what I was supporting, a forest aura on some units like the Treeman or these trees that are a unit, the trees, only these, or the branch switch, though no, it doesn't make sense because that's a small tree. But you know, they didn't do that to have a mobile forest aura. Instead, they did this. Well, can't blame them for the choice. It was the forest aura is much better. I know it's much better because this way it forces you to have spots all over the map. It encourages much forest camping. On the downside though, you can't shoot well from within the forest, so it's not bad. So this is not a bad solution, but I would prefer the forest aura and more free design of forests in the map, like having, for example, a line of forest here, a line of forest like this, and some open space. Anyway, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about Warhammer. I'm talking about Warhammer 40k that's going to come. So that game is. We are in great anticipation about it, and it's gonna be because total. It's gonna be. You're gonna see this thing, guys. You're gonna see everyone, every player, no matter what his preference of genre, gaming genre is, he's gonna be playing Warhammer 40k. Now they made, because of the battle system, 40k, which is mostly ranged troops, and they're gonna be, which will allow for fighting from the start of the from. You won't have tons of time until you move around and pick an angle to engage in melee. As here is mostly melee, so you have to maneuver to bring your opponent where you want him and proceed with the attack or counter his maneuvers and block his attacks and engage at some fitting time. There you will have fighting from start with the ranged weaponry, and You won't be able to. It's not gonna be much camping. You could still build bunkers and pillboxes, definitely, and fortifications during the battle in battle, but that isn't camping or anything. You have to crack it. They will be damageable. It's not forest where you can't destroy the trees. You can't destroy the trees in Total War Warhammer or other Total War titles. But in Total War Warhammer 40k, you will be able to destroy these fortifications. Uh, I guess you won't be able to destroy the ruins or forests there, but there won't be too much of this. Mostly it's gonna be fortifications. There will be some ruins where you could be able to camp, but that's not gonna be the majority or what the players will be counting at. Most of them will be counting on the fortifications they can build. So thanks all for watching, guys. Be well everybody, and see you in the next cast.